Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing well. Just been up for like 45 minutes or so, and Matthew McConaughey made a video yesterday, I believe. Yeah, it was 10 hours ago. Just encouraging people to continue on. It's okay to fail, so-called failure. NatureBoy used to talk about this too. Failing forward. This is especially for me and anybody, I think it's a super imperative message because I know I can beat the shit out of myself sometimes. Especially this thing going on with y'all know who, and I'm not saying her name because I don't want to offend her, and to be honest, me saying her name, um, it has an effect on me because it's a it's an emotional thing, and I am trying to move on and not bother her and bother myself too. So anyways, but back to failing forward and being okay when things don't work out, and it's all about the progress, which is something I've been talking a lot about. But even still, I catch myself again wanting to spiral down into my own shell of pity and shittiness and shame and all those negative things that keep one from being positive, which I allow, which I pay attention to, and then you keep on focusing on the rejection, the loss, the pain, the things not working out, whatever the situation or the problem or the perceived failure is, because it is the way that we perceive things. Life is here to challenge us. Life's not here just to be a fucking walk in the park. It's here to be, there's some cliffs. Yeah, there's the park, but there's the cliffs, there's the ocean, there's lava sometimes, quicksand, there's all sorts of shit. We got to learn how to navigate. It's another reason why being stuck in these houses and, watching programs all day that are designed to entice our lower nature. They keep us away from creativity, and they also get us locked into a fear perspective that makes one afraid of, if you really take it, like, paranoia does run deep in my family. And it's interesting too because my dad's also like a pretty, he was a pretty badass soldier back in the day. He never saw combat, but from what's been relayed to me from his military buddies, he's very modest about things, but he did really good as a soldier. And my point is, though, he's paranoid as shit about a lot of things. you know and he spends a lot of time watching movies, a lot of violent movies, a lot of revenge movies, a lot of drug movies, a lot of just the typical male testosterone driven entertainment, I guess. And it has an effect. It does have an effect on your brain, on your cells, on your whole being. And we watch these things thinking it's just like it's a harmless little couple hour presentation that I'm gonna just enjoy. Everything else is going good in my life, why not? And you can enjoy those things for that a period of time and not let it affect you. But it's when you continue repeating these things, and then you end up getting lost in the spell, you get lost in the delusion, you become the delusion, and you don't want to see the facts of the reality. Then that goes into this COVID thing, and then my dad's so warped up in the fear, and they've used this fear of the COVID to help manipulate and motivate him to believe in this bullshit, even though he was one of the first ones. Like, the reason why he left the military, because he saw it was all a bunch of bullshit. And he's known that, he's always been wanting to be back in nature. He's never been one for these cities and shit. Like, I can tell inside of him, like, he knows this is all fucking game. He never really talks about it, but you can tell it's in there. But even though it's in there, he's still fed this, modern spell shit so much that, like, that's taken over him. That's his main running gear, you could say. Like, how you can shift gears in cars. That's the gear he's stuck in. You could say he might alleviate a little bit, here and there based on what's going on, but he's stuck in that drive mode that's going right along with where this entity's taking them, essentially. It'd be easy for him to navigate differently if the right things were put in the right way. Because, like I said, he has that inside of himself, his deepest part of himself, the core, which I think we all have, our soul, knows it's all a bunch of bullshit. But it's a bunch of bullshit we got to go through to be able to relate and transmutate and change things. So, But anyways, kind of got off on a tangent there, but I wanted to go back to just, be okay with failing, man. Don't let it beat you up. Don't let it control you. Don't let your negative emotions keep you from moving on positively. It's okay to reflect and be like, yeah, I fucked that up, and da-da-da-da, go through the emotions of that, but go with those emotions. Let them continue to move you. Don't just stay with that one emotion and let it drag you down. There's so many other emotions and feelings and experiences to have out there in life. And I know for myself, I can get stuck in one, like, usually a dark fucking, like, box. It's like a jagged, disgusting, rotting box, too. It's not a good box to be in. It's much like a coffin. So watch out for those coffins, man. They're not as enticing as some of these vampire movies make them out to be. So, all right. I love you all. Have a good day. Bye.